All right, so this is the first I'm hearing about this. I haven't heard anything about this. Maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe not. I don't know, but I saw this in the Politico. We all love Politico. Politico's a great news outlet. Sanders camp quietly pushes Khanna presidential bid. Now, I just want to say right off the bat, I'll support the most left-wing candidate in any potential race that I would vote in. That said, Khanna, not my first choice. Not my second choice. Not my third choice. Not my fourth choice. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest, not my fifth choice. If I were to have 10 choices, it would be, Khanna would not be in those 10 choices. If I had 20 choices, maybe Khanna would be in top 20. So again, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. This is the first time hearing about this. So let's read, let's give this a go. Top figures from Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign are privately encouraging Khanna to run for president in 2024 if Joe Biden doesn't seek a second term, giving the California congressman an important stamp of approval from progressives as the party looks to its post-Biden future. I mean, again, if it's Khanna versus, anyone else that's not, to the left of him, I'll vote for him. But Jeff Weaver, Sanders' former presidential campaign manager, and Mark Longenbaugh, a senior advisor to Sanders during his 2016 bid, have both urged Khanna to consider a campaign in the event Biden declines to run again, according to a person familiar with their discussions. In my opinion, make Biden get primaried. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. If Biden wants to run again, make him fucking earn it. So, Democratic office holders are reluctant to speak publicly about their ambitions to a potential open race in 2024 out of concern that they could undermine the president. The president, Joe Biden, is doing a good amount of work undermining himself. Right? I just want to be very clear. There is no one else that is possibly able or capable to undermine the president because he's.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
So, but a growing list of Democratic governors, senators, and House members are turning their attention to the possibility of a primary in 2 years that doesn't include Biden, given the president's advanced age and dismal approval ratings. Roughly half of Americans don't expect Biden, now 79, will run for a second term. Now, again, Biden has said he will run for a second term. So we'll see. Now, obviously, I get why he would say that. And then he can just, say, never mind later. It leaves the door open. And the talks between Khanna and the current and former Sanders advisors offer a window into the hushed behind-the-scenes conversations the Democrats are having in the event that Biden doesn't seek re-election. They also demonstrate that a key part of Sanders' brain trust is looking to Khanna, a close ally to the Vermont senator, as his heir apparent. No. I'm sorry. I met Khanna in person. He seems like a nice guy. But heir apparent to Bernie Sanders, no. I disagree. In my opinion, I think Bernie Sanders should run again. If Joe Biden is going to run, Bernie Sanders should primary him. That's my opinion. I'm going to be honest with you. To be honest, as much as I dislike Elizabeth Warren, I would rather Elizabeth Warren than Khanna. Now, again, I don't think Khanna is a bad person. I think his wife's dealings with the weapons industry, with stocks and working for the weapons industry is a problem. I think that's a problem. Khanna's he kind of just lets big tech companies do whatever he wants, whatever they want. Not a huge fan of that. He proudly identifies as a capitalist, which to me is a problem. But again, I just want to say, if he's the furthest left on the list, I'm down. If there's no one else, I'm down, to be honest. Roe is better than Liz. Liz, utter lack of solidarity with the left is a non-starter. I agree on a strategical sense. But on a personal political ideology sense, I think that Elizabeth Warren is better than Ro Khanna, in my opinion. As on a strategy level, I agree with you, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Ro Khanna, like, maybe he can do like a turn to the left and make me super supportive of him, but I disagree. I'm just being honest. I disagree, or I want him to do better. I want him to position himself in a better way if this is going to be what people are going to try to... Because as of right now, I am not terribly impressed with Ro Khanna. I have to tell you that. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. I think Ro would be a very effective candidate, said Longaba, who stressed that he was only referring to a scenario in which Biden did not run again in 2024. The guy has a message that's very powerful. Ro is basically saying, is there a way in which we can reconstruct the economy so that all the wealth is not being generated on the East Coast, West Coast, or our congressional district? I don't, that, to me, that doesn't mean anything. Ro has a powerful message of, let's build back better. Let's make America great again. What's the message? A powerful message of, the coastal elites controlling all the wealth. I don't know. It's not that powerful. I'm just saying. It's not that powerful. That description of the so-called powerful message, I'm not buying it. In an interview, Khanna made clear he had no intention of challenging Biden and expressed strong support for his re-election, but did not close the door to 2028. I'm not running in 2024. I fully expect the president to run, blah, blah, blah. As for a race beyond that, he said, after the 24th cycle will be a time where America will look to the future. So I just want to say I disagree with this. But I'm willing to be convinced. Ro Khanna's done some good stuff, with the War Powers Act and, all that kind of stuff. He's done some good stuff. So I'm not trying to say I don't like him. I'm not trying to say that, he's bad or canceled. But what I am trying to say is he is not the list of people, that I would prefer. I honestly, I would prefer Bernie Sanders. I think Bernie Sanders would have a better shot a third time. As much as Elizabeth Warren sucks, I do have to say, I don't know. I consider them to be very similar in that capacity. But we'll see how it ends up. We'll see. Yoshi, you don't need to tell me that. I'm very aware. I'm very, very, very aware. Trust me. I do not like Elizabeth Warren at all. Put me in, coach. I'll run. I'm going to run for president. Reminder, if Madison Cawthorn is allowed to run for Congress, having violated Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, I'm allowed to run for president, even if I'm not 35. Yeah, honestly, I'm going to be honest, versus a Republican, I'll vote for any Democrat, to be honest. I'm a vote blue no matter who in the general election. That said, if it's goddamn Mayo Pete, oh, Lord have mercy. I'll vote blue in the sense of jumping in the goddamn ocean. Just kidding, the ocean's not blue, it's fucking sludge brown. But still, that's my analogy. God, reminder, Mayor Pete literally pretended to win an election. And Democrats just yeah, you won. They didn't like Bernie that much that they're like, oh yeah, this Mayor Pete guy that lost the election, fuck it, you won. You won in Iowa, why not? Fuck it. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren's garbage. I think strategically, she's trash. But on a personal political level, if she became president somehow, I think she would do a better job than Ro Khanna. That's the metric I'm using. But I think Elizabeth Warren is trash. If you ask me to, I don't know, man. I hope to God that there's someone equivalent to Bernie or to the left of Bernie in the 2024 primary. That's my hope. We can't be moving right. You know what I mean? That's the thing. We can't move right. We can't let primaries go to the right. And I don't think anyone... I think Ro Khanna in a debate would be steamrolled. I mean, people can make an argument about Bernie not doing so well in debates. I think Ro Khanna would get steamrolled in a debate. That's just my opinion. I would like to be proven wrong. I would like to see Ro Khanna be a good aggressive debater. I would like to see Bernie Sanders be a better debater. But like, I don't think Khanna would get steamrolled. He would get steamrolled. And especially with his I love capitalism shit. I'm sorry. I don't. If we're going to have someone run for president, in my opinion, I don't know. In my opinion, everyone should run for president. Let's just, like, why was Elizabeth Warren in the field? Why was Mayor Pete in the field last time? Why? Because they wanted to steal airtime away from Bernie. It was a Bernie versus Biden race. That's what it was. Bernie and Biden. Everyone else was noise. Mike Bloomberg, noise. They're all noise. What they did was they went into the race to make it so there's... Remember the debates got split into 2 nights? Remember that? The whole thing was designed to limit the airtime that Bernie Sanders got. So in my opinion, let's learn from that. Let's learn from that strategy. Everyone should run for president on the left. 100% of the squad should run for president. Bernie should run for president. Let him run for president, then drop out and endorse someone else like AOC or something. Or Katie Porter, maybe. Everyone should run for president. That's what they did to fuck Bernie last time. I say let's learn from our mistakes as the left movement in this country. Let's learn from that giant fucking mistake. And let's act on that. But I am not. In my opinion, I think Bernie needs to run again. I am convinced that Bernie is the best candidate in a 2024 scenario. That's my opinion. So if you're asking me to choose, I'm going with the Bernie train. And my opinion is, if Biden runs again, he should be primaried. It's democracy. It's fucking democracy. If you want Joe Biden to win a primary, he's a sitting president. Make him sign an executive order about marijuana if he wants the fucking nomination. Make him actually do his fucking job. So, that's my opinion. Khanna, maybe. I'm open to it. I'm willing to be convinced. I want to be convinced. But as of this moment, not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. All right.